you the one? Are you the one you've been looking for? Yes, you are next my Gaisa Star. Are you the one? Gaisa Star.
Welcome to the next Gaisa Star competition, season 3. Ding enskia share ulenga, dola mikuas case, and I have to be part of the journey. Big ups to Larcos, that beautiful performance, the winner of season 2, and now we embark to find the winner of season 3. And I will be taking you through the journey in search of raw Namibian talent to be turned into the next Gaisa Star. Welwitschiia Music Productions is leading the pack and promoting plus creating homegrown Gaisa talent, having birthed legends such as King Fura, Rafael and Pele, and most recently, Larcos, who just gave us that stellar performance. Talking of which, well, who better to answer that question than the executive producer and founder, manager, and the father of Welwitschiia Music Productions, Professor Stephen Alvin Marusip.
Hi, my name is Stephen Alvin Marusip. I'm a music producer, composer, and a music arranger. I don't talk a lot, kind of an introvert, but I am not shy when it comes to performances. I have completed my school at Deutsche Oberschule, Swakopmund, now known as Namibia. And then I went over to Polytech to study cost accounting. And while I was there, I did some jazz classes and piano classes at the College of the Arts. The music production side actually comes from the time I was helping out at NBC Studios as a session musician. And I met my good friend, Burton Reid. He's the one that introduced me to music productions and to different softwares. I have decided, no, let me push and develop our languages through music. Try to get what our people likes and how can we prepare or give more confidence for our next generation to also identify and like our music and learn our languages through music so that they can proudly talk outside of confidence and sing in their mother tongue. Whatever I do is for the next generation, and it's for my country and for my people. Understanding is very important. As my king said, wisdom is supreme, so get wisdom. And if it costs you all, you have to get understanding. Gaisa is a genre. It's a specific genre. Just like reggae music, just like pop music, etc. For the real meaning of Gaisa and how it became Gaisa, I will give the floor over to Mr. Barkos so that he can elaborate more on that. Thank you.
Not a man of many words. You see, that uncle, he talks with his fingers. But if you want to find out the history and understand a bit more about Gaisa, then here is Mr. Andreas Aibe to tell us a little.
Yeah, but what is this Gaisa genre? What is it? If there are people who maybe don't know. It's a Namibian music. It's a Namibian genre with a rural and urban Nukwe known as Damara roots that continues to influence the musicians and the music of the Southern African hemisphere. Music is evolving all over the years and all over the countries and all globally. But why Gaisa and what is Gaisa all about and where did it come from? As we know by now, there's no music in the world that has been starting on its own. There are always things that are, influencing the music genre this way or the other way. In that style, Gaisa has originated with the name Gaisa in the early 2000s. But even if it started in the 2000s, it has an influence or the blend traditional African, particularly kwekwe or the kwekwe gobap or nukwe style melodies with added instruments. So from the Namibian nukwe traditional music or the folk music that we call the Gaisa. So I would like to explain these two words that were put together. Ma, which is the mother, and Gaisa, which is the Namibian Nukwe Damara traditional music that was usually played and sung by traditional singers. Now in this singing, the music was played by males and the singing was done by the females, where the mother is coming into play. And that's where we have put together the mother and the Gaisa. What we were doing right now, before I started, is the Gaisa type of music, where our elderlies were only singing without any instrumentation. And Gaisa is now where they were doing the healing of the sick, or sometimes therapeutic healing for those who were not right up in mind, or just for any kind of a celebration that was used to be celebrated. So Gaisa is the other part, and mother comes into Gaisa because mostly in all cases, the mothers were the ones singing around the fire when there was a healing process or when there was a celebration. And that's how this were put together as Gaisa. And in early 2000s, 2001, 2002, 2003, and that's where some of you have heard about the late Fura and O'Stakes and so on and so on. The list is endless. May his soul rest in peace in case of Fura, the king of Gaisa, as he is renowned. So this is where it comes from. But then later on, the instrumentation came into play. And now it has been modernized. And it's no more what it has to be as Gaisa as we know. But what we are trying always to do is to fuse the two together, bringing in the elements, the new and modern elements, or the parent genres that are Afro-pop and funk and rock and roll and what have you, are also fused into this music that we now today know as Gaisa. Modern instruments such as the keyboard, the piano, the drums, the lead and the bass guitar with the synthesizer sounds are actually taking the key role in creating the Gaisa melodies. But our traditional instruments, such as the gaukas, which is also known as, what was it called? It's a boat-like resonating body and strings attached to the arch sticks. Yeah, and then the congas are coming. Then the reed was also used, and then it was mostly, as I said, played by males. So these were the beginnings of the gaisa itself. But then it has been modernized, as I said, piano brought in, modern instruments brought in. And it has been evolving from the 1980s as well. In the 80s, we were known to bakanga in South Africa. And from the bakanga, we also took some elements, and in South African disco, we took some elements from them, fused them with the Gaisa traditional music, and then mixed with the traditional nuko instruments, and it has a form of a varietal harmonic pattern, which is giving us now the up-tempo swingy African or Namibian roots to form the modern Gaisa music that we are playing today. As I said, the parent genres are never forgotten. We took something from the funk, pop music, soul music, and as well as rock and roll. Sukus and Kizomba has also been added to the Gaisa genre, but it still remains, the bottom line or the foundation still remain the Gaisa. And if you listen carefully to most of the songs, you will see there is that element of the Gaisa in the modernized Gaisa sound. Now, does this music have, what is the current status of it? It is currently doing well, but not as good it has been in the past 18 to 20 years. If I can go back to 2000s, everybody knows by now that it was hectic in this country. And the past 3, 4, 5 years, it was slowing down. And that's where we have realized we have to revitalize. We have to again bring it back to where it belongs to be. And this is an identity thing in Namibia. We want to be known and identified with Gaisa as a genre known to Namibia and played in Namibia by the Namibians. And see if we can then infect other countries and other musicians some way, the same way as all the other genres are happening all over the world. We want to take it across the borders of Namibia. Botswana, South Africa, Angola, and then out to China if possible, to America if possible, to Nigeria if possible. Although we are facing some kind of challenges nowadays. Selling Gaisa has become a challenge nowadays. Biggest challenge because of technology and technological advances. And it's also affecting the genre in its baby stages. Piracy, social media, buying of music, selling of music is a challenge because everything has been now becoming a stream thing. Music has been streamed. Deezer, Spotify, iTunes, all those things. And we have to be there to be reckoned with as a genre. And we have to distribute this music because the global world, the trend is changing into technology. And that is where you also want to take it. But what is the future? Is there a future for Gaisa? Yes, obviously. It is a bright future. And this is the reason. Because we foresee Gaisa across the world, and this is why we have launched Season 1, Season 2, and now Season 3. This is the only way, if not the best way, how we can revitalize, how we can promote the brand and to grow the genre locally in Africa and then abroad internationally. That's why we need to believe as Namibians Doesn't matter whether you go up speaker, because music has no boundaries, music has no music has no race, as far as I know. So we need to believe, we need to support it, we need to make it our own identity so that they can say, what is this Gaisa thing? No, I know it's a genre from Namibia. And if we say Namibia, no one is left behind. So that is the reason why Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3 is also going on. Because we need to promote this brand so that we can have a brand that we can call our own, because music is changing on a very fast rate. And if we cannot be true to ourselves, if we cannot be original, if we cannot be consistent with what we are doing and what we believe in, we will be left behind. But we have to use the existing online platforms as well. I believe in Gaisa music, and it can still go beyond borders and continents, but it is not a journey that one can only undertake individually. Gaisa is not an individual thing. It is not a Welwitschia thing. It is not a Stephen Ngarusep and Stella Ngarusep's thing. Gaisa is bigger than them. It needs to be assisted. Therefore, we need the stakeholders, such as the corporate world. Some of you are sitting here, to put in what you can put in, as well as the Ministry of Arts and Culture and the nation at large, because this is not a one-man show. And by so doing, we can then be supported. As you can see, all this would not have happened without the sponsors, and therefore we call upon anybody and any corporate company or an individual for that matter who has the resources to say, I would like to support this initiative so that this genre can be promoted, supported, and funded so that we can have a better one every year that we are doing it. In conclusion, there is an abundance of talent in our country. We must dig deep to find them. And when we do, we must groom them, we must nurture them, we must support them with the initiatives such as these ones, the Gaisa Search, so that they go. We must go to their shows if there are shows. We must buy their music if they are selling music, whether it is online, whether it is a hard copy, whether it is on USB, which is now this new thing. And for the artists who are here, set your goal. Practice the purpose of your music. Narrow your focus into what you are doing so that you grow. Seek advice and positive criticism. Respect yourself and then respect the art of music. I thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are thrilled to introduce our esteemed judges who are performing with us along on this journey. Affectionately known as Ome Bakos, born and bred in Ocho in the Kunene region of Namibia, Ome's musical journey began at the tender age of 6. His passion for music has led him to record 11 studio albums, making him a household name in the Namibian music industry. His talent has seen him share the stage with a plethora of local and international musicians, including Stella, Fura, Stanley, King Tiri, Gaza, Killer B, Raphael and Billy, Michael Oboswap, Friends Band, The Mighty Dreads, The Weekend Band, Lingo Band, Jackson Kauyewa, Ras Lando, Face to Face Band, Donovan, as well as 4x4 Too Much Power, Tate Buti, and quite a bunch more. In his early years, Ome recognized a gap in children's music in their vernaculars. This led him to start composing and writing songs about their immediate environment as well as childhood games. The first recorded album was predominantly filled with Kwe Kwe Kovap. children's songs, right? However, his focus then shifted from children's music to mainstream music. That included jazz, Afro-pop as genres, most importantly, Gaisa, and many mixed genres. Currently serving as a lecturer of language at the University of Namibia, Welwitschia continues to write, compose, and produce music. And he believes in the power of music as a therapy to heal social ills in our societies and our communities. Please join us in welcoming back to the next Gaisa Star competition, Welwitschia. You've been here since the beginning, Diome.
Yes.
Since the beginning. And season 1 was different, season 2 was exceptional. Tell us about what it is that you're looking for this time around. Something that stands out for you.
Something that stands out for me would be what is better than what we had before. So that only will come out if we go through what we have received and see whether this will be better than the previous one.
Absolutely.
And then I'm expecting fireworks.
Oh, we're about to find out if those fireworks are going to be coming our way, but let's continue with introducing you to the rest of our judges. And now for judge number 2. Now, in my eyes, she is the queen of the decks. When she's not playing music for you at a show or at an event, she's keeping us company on Kamkwen Saugop on Gaysamis. Ladies and gentlemen, Lishan Kagas. Lishan is a trailblazer in the Namibian media industry, known for being the country's first female DJ, as well as a radio and television personality. She has worked with numerous Namibian and international musicians and Casper Nyovest, just to name a few, DBN Gogotika, Grammy Award-winning sound engineer and producer Alan Sanderson. In addition to her work in the music industry, Lishan is also a content creator and a beloved voice, as I mentioned, on Gaysamis FM, where she hosts the youth show under the moniker OC Lish. She holds a media arts diploma from the College of the Arts and is currently working towards her bachelor's degree in journalism and media at the Namibia University of Science and Technology. OC Lish's charisma, her love for people, and talent for hosting, plus presenting or DJing, have made her a valuable contributor to the Namibian music industry. She served as one of the judges of the prestigious MTC Nama Awards for 5 years and is very passionate about helping others achieve their dreams. Please join us once again in welcoming her back to the panel of judges. DOC!
Hello!
OC Lee!
Can I get up, Shay, Marisa?
Oh, no, we are very well. Thank you very, very much. Say, for instance, you are at an event, for example. What are the little gems that you pick up? How do you pick out your music? How do you decide what you want to feature for your people?
Toro say gini asatini kam satini pakai ngange alted one ira na sei tingaska ngada gromise kwen khangame amdi wade tine ngagura amde ngade tsikran ngikuruta khona tinhinka otskingade ting eba sen say gini uha sadang on my place and ge it always has a meaning. There's always a message behind it. So those are the ones. I sound skinny. Oh, you get
Are you giving us a hint as to what you're looking for as a judge?
You know it.
Okay. And now a new addition to the judges panel, Mr. Roger Notoro. Mr. Notoro is a distinguished individual with a wealth of experience and accomplishments in the arts and public service. He currently holds the position of Regional Arts Extension Officer for the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture Subdivision of Arts and has served as an honorable councillor at the Omaruru Municipal Council for 2 consecutive terms from 2015 to 2025, including a term as mayor of Omaruru from 2020 to 2021. Mr. Notoro's academic achievements include an applied arts diploma from the College of the Arts of Namibia, a diploma from Bloemfontein International Choral Center, and at current, he is a scholar completing his Bachelor's of Commerce in Law degree. He has also served as a panelist for the Live and Brass Band 2023 auditions of the Namibia Correctional Services. In addition to his professional accomplishments, Mr. Notoro Toro is a gifted composer and arranger of music, as well as an accomplished instrumentalist. He has composed school anthems for several institutions, including SAN Primary School in Omaruru, Karibes Junior Secondary School, Tutaleni's High School in Walfish Bay, Komastura High School here in Windhoek, Helena Primary School in the Gobaba Circuit, and Orveto Veni Primary School in Ochivarango, Okaipe Project School in Okakarara District, and Valfrieden Primary School in Omaruru. Mr. Notoro began playing keyboard at the age of 6. My judges are dangerous. They start from 6 years old already, and has since honed his skills in composing music for brass bands, including the Lutheran Brass Band, LBB, and the NCS Brass Band. He's also the founder of the Western Youth Choir of Namibia, with whom he has toured South Africa, Germany, Holland, and Ethiopia. Recently, Mr. Notoro was nominated by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture to participate in the Intangible Hires of Cultural Heritage Externship in Beijing, China. We are honored to have him as an addition to this distinguished cast of judges. And of course, please join me in extending a warm welcome to Mr. Roger Notoro. Hey, you're going to become very famous. You know this. Ask my other judges. Hey? Very popular. But the most important thing is that we are here to search for talent. We are here to look for skill. With all this experience and also your own skills and talent, what are the things that are standing out for you to find and shine in this competition?
You see, this genre that we're talking about, it's one of those genres that have this energy in it, authenticity and originality. So I'm very much actually excited to see what is actually going to happen in the next few months that we're going to be on this. And I think it also, especially this particular platform, I believe that it's actually going to create more, exposure to the raw talent that we have there. So, ek sien uit en kom ons kyk wat se die pad vorentoe. Atakor.
You see, my judges can't wait to get there. And listen, this is just our episode 1. Soon you'll be seeing them jiving and sucking themselves. I bet you. Nonetheless, we have one more to go. And in his absence, please allow me to introduce our distinguished judge, Mr. Andrew Mervyn Klasep. Mr. Klasep is a highly accomplished individual with a wealth of experience and education in the arts. He holds a basic education teaching diploma with an arts major specialized in music from the Windhoek College of Education, which he completed from 2001 to 2004. He also completed training from the Center for Indigenous Instrumental Music and Dance Practices of Africa in South Africa from 2004 to 2006. Mr. Klasep's academic achievements also include a Bachelor's of Professional Design, specializing in visual communication from LUCT in Malaysia, which he completed from 2012 to 2015, as well as a Master's of International Contemporary Art and Design, practices from LUCT in Malaysia. In addition to his impressive academic accomplishments, Mr. Klasep is also a talented pianist, songwriter, vocal trainer, and community music facilitator. He has facilitated various musical workshops under the Ministry of Sports, Arts and Culture, and serves as an integrated performing arts teacher at the school level. We are honored to have him as part of the panel of judges, and of course we look forward to having this journey with him. Kereman, what is a Gaisa Star competition without Gaisa music? Here to perform for us on the show, kicking off this season, is Larkos, the winner of the next Gaisa Star competition season 2. Already, Larkos is gaining traction with his debut album titled Los Di Damara en May, plus transcending borders with his single Paternity Test. I'll leave it there. Here is Larkos.
Funu funu, I don't
and gentlemen, remember that this is only the beginning of a journey in search of the next Gaisa Star. You can participate by following, liking, and subscribing to the next Gaisa Star competition across all social media platforms. The next Gaisa Star Season 3 is proudly brought to you by SAN-Welwitschia Music Production in partnership with the National Theatre of Namibia, the National Arts Council of Namibia, the Namibian Broadcasting Corporation, and Gaisa FM. A word of gratitude is extended towards the College of the Arts for continuously availing their premises for our competition's rehearsals. Let's meet again next time, same place, only on NBC One. From myself, Shea Ulenga, and the rest of the crew, it's Glenwes. Bye-bye.
Our next Gaisa Star. You're the one.
Gaisa Star.
Thank you. Nang hong senting I'm Kawaske. Kukan haro, kuka soro. Madio du satoran numa. Edo kaima e konre. Kowe wat manda right not ke ho kan. Who ni ho. Kawaske. Ay, koto kane kos. Ay, koto kane kos. Koto kane kos. Ay, koto kane kos. Ay, sugar, sugar, hey, sugar, sugar, hey, sugar, sugar, hey, sugar. Ay, bo. Daddy say, ay, daddy, Mexican, daddy, ay, daddy, ay, daddy say, ay, daddy, mama, daddy, ay, daddy, yo, daddy, ay, daddy say, ay, daddy, mommy, ay, daddy, ay, daddy say, ay, daddy. Wago, 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 hula, hula, baba, ay, sugar, daddy, ay, daddy, man, daddy say, ay, daddy, go, daddy, man, mommy say, ay, ure, man, diguro, ay, daddy, ay, daddy, go, daddy, ay. Netwane kurizenzara konzoba, kaizera nkwagide, kaizera kingide. Netwane kurizenzara konzoba, kaizera nkwagide, kaizera kingide. Daddy de toch, mami, daddy de toch, Andy, daddy de toch, Omaro, daddy de Frida, kurizen, 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 re, kurizen, kurizen, tabangati, kurizen, kurizen, re, tungazen six, kurizen, 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 kurizen. Hetiba, 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 hetiba.
Our next Gaisa Star. You're the one.
Gaisa Star.
The next Gaisa Star Season 3 is here. Proudly brought to you by SAN-Welwitschia Music Production in partnership with the National Theatre of Namibia, the National Arts Council of Namibia, and the Namibian Broadcasting Corporation. This is the next Gaisa Star Season 3. Every Saturday, only on NBC One.
I'm a bad
wait, guys. Chusa ke ya